Did you know that one of the most infamous kings in history was also a man who couldn't keep his wives? I'm talking about Henry VIII, the notorious King of England. His story is full of power, passion, and a chilling obsession with having a male heir. Let's dive into the dramatic and deadly tale of the king who killed his wives. Henry VIII ascended to the throne in 1509, a young and charismatic king. At first, he was loved by his people, a real Renaissance man who enjoyed sports, music, and the company of beautiful women. But beneath that charming exterior lay a ruthless ambition. You see, Henry was desperate for a son to secure the Tudor dynasty. His first wife, Catherine of Aragon, had given him a daughter, Mary, but Henry was fixated on a male heir. Enter Anne Boleyn, a lady-in-waiting to Catherine. Henry was captivated by Anne's charm and wit. He believed marrying her would finally give him the son he craved. But there was a catch. To marry Anne, Henry needed to annul his marriage to Catherine. When the Pope refused, Henry took matters into his own hands. He broke away from the Catholic Church and created the Church of England, declaring himself the supreme head. Talk about a power move. In 1533, Henry married Anne, and the nation held its breath. But after 2 years, Anne gave birth to another daughter, Elizabeth. Henry's frustration grew. He needed a son, and he wasn't afraid to eliminate obstacles in his path. In 1536, just 3 years after their wedding, Anne was arrested and charged with treason. The evidence against her was weak at best, but Henry was determined. She was found guilty and executed by beheading. Just like that, the woman who once held his heart was gone. But Henry wasn't done. He quickly married Jane Seymour, hoping she would finally bear him a son. Just days after giving birth to Edward, Henry's longed-for male heir, Jane died from complications. Henry was heartbroken, but he also saw this as a chance to marry again. He moved on to Anne of Cleves, a political match. Unfortunately for her, Henry found her unattractive and had the marriage annulled just 6 months later. Then came Catherine Howard, a cousin of Anne Boleyn, who was young, beautiful, and every bit the flirt. But Henry was blind to the warning signs. Catherine was accused of adultery. Despite her youth and beauty, she was arrested and executed in 1542. Henry's obsession with securing his legacy had led him to destroy the lives of the women he once loved. Finally, there was Catherine Parr. She was different, smart, caring, and able to handle Henry's temper. Catherine managed to outlive him, but she too had to navigate the treacherous waters of being married to a king notorious for his ruthlessness. By the end of his reign, Henry had married 6 times and executed 2 of his wives. His quest for power and a male heir had turned him into a tyrant, leaving behind a legacy of heartbreak and tragedy. So what's the takeaway from the story of Henry VIII? It's a chilling reminder of how obsession can lead to destruction. The lives of his wives were forever altered, all because one man couldn't accept the hand he was dealt. As history tells it, Henry VIII died in 1547, leaving behind a complex legacy. His children, Mary, Elizabeth, and Edward, would go on to rule, each leaving their own mark on history. But the scars of Henry's reign lingered, a testament to the lengths one man would go to secure his dynasty, even if it meant sacrificing the ones he loved. And that's the captivating, tragic tale of the king who killed his wives, a story of power, passion, and the ultimate price of ambition.